There's a story of a prig, of a crime lord who was big. We dismantled his empire and we had him. 1 year later he returned, as with crime the city churned, and he kidnapped our fighting buddy Adam. Axel, Blaze, Max, Skate stood against the syndicate, which could our local law enforcement gravel. From the penthouse to the slums, all the crooks and thugs and bums taught us rage was a hard street to travel. Then bare your knuckles and roll up your sleeves, for rage is a hard street to travel. Then bare your knuckles and roll up your sleeve, for rage is a hard street to travel, I believe. We returned to fighting crime, and it seemed an easy time, as past Dunk and Heaven we went strutting. There were cash bags in the trash, and some Galcias to bash, and a Donovan forever uppercutting. Blaze found a jackknife that could drain a bar of life. Electra tore her shawl, looking sleazy. Though the tender of the bar threw Max very, very far, still we harbored hopes the battle could be easy. Then bust up the tables and roll up your sleeves, for a dive bar is a hard street to travel. Barbon was barbaric and wished to cause us pain, for rage is a hard street to travel in the rain. On a bridge not quite constructed, we were once again obstructed, and received mixed signals that kept sliding. The bikes brought stormy weather, like a tempest clad in leather, so we took the tempest off what it was riding. From the sky a fellow struck, once we crashed Hakuyo's truck, and he jetted with us till the round was clear. Blaze kicked him from the air, and we left him lying there. 'Tis the quickest way to shed a rocketeer. Then munch on a turkey and roll up your sleeves, for a jetway is a hard street to travel. Why not vacation at the town amusement park, for rage is a hard street to travel in the dark. Stopping by the park's arcade, we could tell that we were played. There was not a glitch, and yet we broke the game. Skate rushed through quite a line when he saw the pirate's sign. Lives were lost there, though the ride was fairly tame. Once we disembarked the boat, we went down a monster's throat. An alien necked with us while grinning. A flash of gleaming claws that cut flesh as though 'twere gauze were all we saw till Zamza ceased a spinning. Then cut with kotetsus and roll up your sleeves, for a gullet is a hard street to travel. You think our progress was partly spent in sport? Well, rage is a hard street to travel, I retort. We were told to do baseball, where a paltry few faced all. Axel swung so hard he served as our all-stater. What he swung at's white and round, hearing cheering underground. We went home to find a secret elevator. But this same wrestler Max on a wrestler laid his wax, and proved himself a decent abad-eater. Skate took a little fright that this quaternary fight somehow brought us only halfway to the leader. Then slip on your rollerblades and roll up your sleeves. An arena is a hard street to travel. We cruised thereafter, it was not an easy trip, for rage is a hard street to travel on a ship. Would you like a beating heart? Not a pleasant way to start. Some birdies in the hold kept restraining cries of Nippon Hagaduchi. Then this cruise would not be Gucci, but before that we saw our progress waning. On the deck Max heaved and sigh as the gales and gusts went by. The captain's clothes were ample cause to stare. He began a sort of dance, so to grab him we'd no chance. When we fought with him it truly was a bear. Then pull on your swimsuit that oughtn't have no sleeves, for a freighter is a hard street to travel. Our bear tried to throw us off a syndicated boat, for rage is a hard street to travel, you may note. Strolling down a sandy beach, fighting several ninjas each, there were such crowds you'd think there should be lagging. They were stealthy as you please, those kokakus in the trees. Skate said he'd clear the way, but was sandbagging. Blaze got a nasty shock from the rain that slowed our walk, so she stole some food which left the gourmand fuming. Souther clawed like Wolverine till his partner fled the scene, with the giant form of X's fortress looming. Then do not be stealthy, but roll up these sleeves. With these shell holes it's a hard street to travel. A secret factory, well why the devil not? For rage is a hard street to travel, it is thought. Someone laid out a buffet, he just got into our way. The ground and the assembly line kept moving. You two who acted tough simply wasn't good enough. We were running out of time while still improving. We withstood the air raids and the bird box and grenades, till robots to our life force proved erosive. Axel gained the upper hand when he threw an upper grand. How could I have known that hydrogen's explosive? Then scroll on conveyor belt and roll up your sleeve. An elevator is a hard street to travel. Windmill your mace and hop like kangaroo, for rage is a hard street to travel, I tell you. Many a familiar face welcomed us to X's place. We were sore, but it was much too late to leave. A multi-move barrage and defeated boss montage preceded the destructive force of Shiva. Mr. X, so very bold, thought our entrance was untoward, and his laughter like his mullet grew dramatic. In thugs we all but drowned as he spewed a final round from a Thompson set to fully automatic. Then handcraft Hadoukens and roll up your sleeves. Adam's rescue was a hard street to travel. My dear Mr. X, we're no more at loggerheads, for rage is the last street you'll travel, 'cause you're dead. Having smashed the syndicate, we may idly speculate, could there ever be a battle more imposing? With a cybernetic man, with a feline in a can, an abusive clown, a Donovan bulldozing. We'll defer to the police to ensure the city's peace, and we may spend years in peaceful aging. Yet we're certain deep inside that our skills shall be applied in another bout of vigilante raging. Then bare your knuckles and punch the punks and thieves, for the Mega Drive's an old street to travel. Then reboot your franchise if that's the only way, for rage is a hard street to travel any day.